I've been hustling to try and make eBay my primary source of income with a goal to generate $1,000 per week in profit. Now today is Saturday and we've got a bunch of garage sales to hit. Let's go hunting. How about for the, is this yours, the Bose?
Yes.
How much did you want for that?
Make me an offer.
10?
Okay.
Okay.
Got the instruction book right now.
Okay, great.
Did you hear about us on the town-wide?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you were on the list.
Good.
And what about for the shirts and pants? Are you
$5. All the men's stuff, $5.
$5 a piece? Okay.
$2 the tie.
All right. Thank you. Is this everything that you were going to put out for men's stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Assuming you want your hangers, right?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe I'll help you get the hangers out.
Okay. I only did $3 for the shorts and the short sleeve shirts,
Okay.
and then $5 for the other stuff.
Great.
So it was 55.
Okay. So 65.
66, 67 total.
Okay. There's 60.
Okay.
And I have a 10, if that's okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now, before we hit up this next sale, if you're new here, I'm also on a quest to collect the top 164 games of all time, but the catch is I can only use 10% of the profits I make on eBay to buy new games for the collection. I currently have only 2 games left to go before I finish this challenge, and honestly, I'm feeling a little sad that it's almost over. But for now, let's go hit some more sales.
Oh no, it's raining.
I know, I've just felt the first drip. Yeah. I think it's gonna hold out.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna hold out. According to the almighty smartphone, it's gonna hold out.
The almighty smartphone.
And grab this off your 5
Yep.
table.
Cool.
Just gonna get that. I think. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Good luck today.
I guess, are they doing the same thing they did last year? That was amazing.
Isn't it beautiful?
We had no one. Oh yeah, everything's done. They've been doing
Stop for 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh no, he took. Oh, you're talking about you.
he's got clubs there if he wants to. Or she wants to.
Who do I pay? Can I pay you?
Yep.
Okay. So I got 3 hats, that's 6, and then I think you put these at 4 each,
Yep.
right? So 12, so 18?
Yep.
Okay.
There
Thank you very much.
very much.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good, how are you? I'll buy your glove. Hopefully the rain stops.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day.
Thank you. How you doing? Good.
Looking for anything particular?
I mean, I love to find video game stuff if I'm lucky, but really, you've been asked already?
DVDs. Hey, good morning. Good. Looking for anything in particular?
Well, a video game, so anything like that?
I told you. Yeah. Our cousins were supposed to be here today, and they had a ton of video games. Couldn't make it. See, everybody's asking for video games.
Yeah.
I'm almost like embarrassed to ask sometimes, to be honest with you, because
No, that's cool.
there's people out at like, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, he's
peeling out,
Yeah.
like, and it's just like,
He's on
I hate
page.
to be,
he's like video games.
I hate to be associated with that, to be honest with you.
Listen.
I'm gonna get the sunglasses.
Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Morning. How you doing? I'll grab this from you. 5, right?
Right.
Are you able to break a 20? Thank you so much.
Absolutely, have a good one. Interesting looking, but
Yeah. There's collectors for everything, so.
How much did you want for the watch? Oh, it's got a price right on there.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
freaking blind. Okay. I didn't see the tag. Thank you.
Rivera, Liz Wright, John Pizzarelli, Marcus Brandy Younger.
There you go.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Good morning. How are you? Okay, I'm gonna get these two that you had hanging. I don't know if you consider that a shirt or a jacket.
Sure.
Okay.
$3
Okay.
is
All right.
fine.
Okay. Thank you. Morning. How are you?
Good for you.
Good.
any charge cords in there?
Yeah, there's a bunch in there.
I just snapped 2 of them. I'll look when you're done.
Okay, thanks.
You done?
Yeah, go ahead. As far as you know, last time you tried them, did they work?
You know what? That's Debbie. Debbie.
I'll go ask her. Just wanted to get a price from you and ask, as far as you know, last time you used them, do they work?
Everything worked.
Okay.
I just do.
Yeah.
I don't use them anymore.
Yep.
So I'll take $1 a piece. How's that?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
Can I just ask you, do they have the cartridge in them? Because maybe I have pictures on those. Just thinking.
Yep. I would need the. No, that one doesn't.
Old china plates and just
No, that one doesn't either.
pieces on them or
I don't want to give away our pictures. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Thanks, you too. How much are your shoes?
They're $10.
10 and 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So I actually sold 22 things over the long weekend. That is a record for the most sales in a weekend. That counts previous 3-day weekends. And I'm gonna start by talking about the 2 things that sold on Facebook Marketplace. So I mentioned last week, I've been kind of dipping my toe into that a little bit. as I am getting through what was a death pile and is now shrinking very, very rapidly. Today I'm going to be testing some VCRs and probably a console or two. I got all my clothing listed. Obviously, I'm, still sourcing, so I have things that I haven't listed yet. But like my big pile of like 100 items is done. I've been listing consoles, getting into the electronics now, and just some of the like one-off odds and ends kind of things. The next big project is going to be Legos when I'm done with all the electronics and I'm finally caught up on that. I'm probably not really going to be doing Legos much going forward. They are actually fairly slow sellers, I'm finding. And obviously they take a lot of work. They are valuable and they hold their value well, which is nice. So if they do take a long time to sell, it's not like they are seasonal in that sense. It's not like a pair of shoes or a clothing item that, it could fall out of fashion within a year. That is not the case for Legos, thankfully, but that'll be the next big project. But anyway, I've been getting into some of these items that, I'm realizing, I don't really want to deal with the BS of packing this gigantic item. So I've been listing some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and things that I've actually had trouble selling on eBay have been selling locally. Now, granted, I'm pricing things different local because I realize it's probably some other resellers that want to buy that kind of stuff. Pretty sure I sold that Technic car last week to a reseller. I don't know that there's much profit in it beyond what I sold it for, but I got a big bundle. So the first item this weekend, I got a bundle of Game Informer magazines. They were a little more modern, so I bought like a huge collection of these from an estate sale, maybe like over a year ago at this point, and made some pretty good money on the ones that I did sell, but there was a bunch of modern ones like 2010s and later that I just couldn't sell on eBay, and I realized like after shipping the profit was going to be so slim, so I just pulled them off, put them in a big bundle. I actually tried to sell them at my garage sale and nobody wanted them, which kind of surprised me. And then another like 3 to 6 months passed and they were just kind of sitting there. So I put them up on Facebook Marketplace and managed to sell them for $30. So 40 magazines for $30. I probably had like $5 into them. So a nice little profit there. And then the other item this weekend was a big collection of Britannica encyclopedias. So they're from the early 90s. I bought those from an estate sale as well with a couple other books. I sold that Toni Morrison book last week, I think it was, for $100. I paid 40, like 35 for the whole lot. Sold that Toni Morrison book. There's one other book I have listed right now. It's like a watch collecting book that holds some value around like 30, $40. And then just sold the encyclopedias this weekend for $100 as well. And the nice thing is that's cash. So that was a nice little profit this weekend with those two items. And so just kind of like opening my mind a little bit to like, I don't want to go too crazy on items, but if there's things that, wow, this is really valuable, but like this thing, it was 32 books from an encyclopedia set. They're worth like $250, really bad sell-through rate, but about $250 on eBay. And I sold them for $100. I only paid 30 for it. So I get a nice little profit. I'm pretty sure that person was going to use it. It seemed like the person buying it, but if they want to resell it, great. By all means, you can go pack that gigantic box. I think that works out. So yeah, just being willing to like grab certain items that are a little bit larger, maybe big lots of things. I've been doing well with that so far. So you might see more of that from me. Now let's get into the 20 things. Oh, excuse me. I miscounted. It was 24 items. So it was 2 on Facebook Marketplace and 24 on eBay over the weekend. So very, very nice weekend. 26 items that sold. So up first is this Star Wars inflatable. It's from the brand Gemmy. Measures about 5 foot tall. Paid $10 for this from a garage sale and sold it for $65 plus shipping. We sold another Christmas decoration. This is it's called an Atlantic mold ceramic Christmas tree. It is vintage and it's missing like the little plastic bulbs that you would put in there, but you can buy replacements on like Amazon and stuff. Picked that up for $5 from a garage sale and sold it for $85 plus shipping. Very fast. For $5, picked up this vintage 90s New Jersey Devils hoodie, sold for $30 plus shipping. Picked up this New York Mets hoodie for $7 from a thrift store. I probably would pass this item in the future. I thought the design was pretty interesting, and this is when I was just getting into clothing selling, so definitely refining my taste a little bit. But, still not bad. Paid $7, sold it for $15 plus shipping. Like I said, been digging through all of my electronics. I had a ton of GameCube controllers. These 3 unfortunately did not work or had like really severe cosmetic issues, but I maybe have $5 a piece into these, so call it $15. So sold this lot of 3 broken GameCube controllers for $45 and free shipping. Picked up this Coach wristlet for $5 from a garage sale, sold for $12 plus shipping. Picked up, again, maybe have $1 into this Nintendo 64 microphone adapter, sold for 10 plus shipping. Got this Mario and Sonic DS game. I think it's, again, another part of that huge like video game buyout that I did probably close to a year ago now. Maybe have $2 or $3 into this. Sold it for 7 plus shipping. Sold a board game for my personal collection at a loss for 15 plus shipping. It's this Mysterium board game. I am not really buying games to resell anymore just due to the shipping. They're a pain in the butt to pack and ship, count the parts, all that. So kind of off board games, but this one was one I owned personally. Sold another McFarlane baseball figure. Paid $4 for this from a garage sale. Sold him for 40 plus shipping. Sold a pair of women's Uggs. Paid $10 from a garage sale for this. Sold them for 45 plus shipping. Got a pair of women's Hunter boots. They are the tall, they like almost come up to your knee. Very, very nice brand. Picked these up for $10 and sold them for 45 plus shipping. Got this pair of Levi's premium women's jeans. They're kind of made to be like a vintage style. They've got the button fly and the big E on the tab on the back. Paid $10 from a garage sale and sold for 23 plus shipping. We've got this Force officiating hockey jersey, picked up for $8 from a Goodwill and sold for 40 plus shipping. We've got this Nike Sherpa jacket. This one is new with tags, actually. Picked this up from a garage sale for $3 and sold for 19 plus shipping. And then we had 4 GameCube controllers that worked. So I think I could have split these out and sold them individually. They sell for about like $28 to $30 a piece with like free shipping. So I just did a lot of 4 because that's exactly how many I had that were working. And just decided to list them for $100 with free shipping, and they sold very fast. Got this pair of vintage 90s track pants from the brand Starter. Paid, I think it was $7 for these from a thrift store and sold them for 25 plus shipping. This is a very cool item, and I debated keeping this. I just thought it was kind of a cool jacket. This vintage 1980s Aeropostale leather bomber jacket. I paid $20 for this from a thrift store and sold it for 70 plus shipping. Almost done. Got a couple more. I got this Cascade helmet from a thrift store for $5 and sold it for 40 plus shipping. These came in a bundle. It's these Department 56 power adapters, so they plug into like those like little Christmas Village buildings, help them light up. And I bought a huge bundle of those, and I've listed a bunch of them already. Paid $5 a piece for those, and they should sell for about $20-25 a piece. These were just kind of in there, these like accessory power adapters, but they don't go to any of the figures or like buildings that I have. So I just listed them separately, kind of have no money into them, sold them for 18 plus shipping. Picked up these gold-plated Pokemon trading cards for $5 from a garage sale, and luckily I have everyone's favorite in here, Charizard. So I managed to sell the bundle for 60 plus shipping. This is actually a kind of like a commission sale. My mother-in-law used to be an antique dealer, and we've helped her sell a couple of items, including this blue beaded evening purse. Who knows what she has into this, but we sold it for 100 free shipping. So kind of a commission. We'll probably get like, $10-15 out of that for ourselves. And the final item today, paid $5 for these Nike Zoom Mercurial soccer cleats from a garage sale. They took a very long time to sell, actually. Finding just shoes in general are pretty slow movers, so you got to have something really special. I've been doing well with the athletic stuff though, like cleats especially. I've been selling those, which is really, really nice. But I managed to get $30 plus shipping for these, and I got a busy day of packing, so let's jump in. So good morning. Today is Wednesday. I've only had 2 more things sell since yesterday, but we are having a very, very good week so far. I had a very productive day yesterday. I got my 10 listings up, listed a bunch of hats that I picked up at a garage sale recently, trying to stick to that 10 listings a day, and it's been going pretty well so far. I'm noticing when you set that really specific goal, especially when you're kind of time constrained, it forces you to really be efficient in the way that you're doing it. It's kind of a monotonous activity, and like any successful business, or I kind of relate it to my experience in sales. It's like making cold calls is not fun, but it's the activity that leads to money. So you kind of like learn to just sort of suck it up and do it and realize like that's the activity it takes to get to the revenue. So listing is not exactly fun, but if you are smart and create some systems, you can get it done a little bit faster. So I've been doing like templates and things like that. And yeah, I've been getting on my 10 listings in like an hour. It's not counting photographs, but about like max an hour. Sometimes I can do it faster. Similar items like these VCRs, I'll probably have those up in like maybe like 3 to 5 minutes a piece on the listings. And you kind of learn to trust yourself too, like read the listing twice. Don't read it like 10 times while you're filling it out. But anyway, yeah, that's going well. Having a very productive week so far. And before we jump into the 2 items that sold, I have another weird and wacky bolo for you today. Cutco knives. I had an experience with Cutco back in college looking for jobs and, not really realizing what an MLM was. The way they go about selling these is kind of a little sketchy, the door-to-door sales and, all of that. But my understanding is the quality is very, very good on them. The resale market would bear that out because these are insane. So let's sort by, we're going to do pre-owned. So let's check the sell-through rate first. So there are about 6,000 listings for Cutco knives and about 5,800 sold. So the sell-through rate is really good on these two. These are kind of crazy. So sorted high to low. We've got this Cutco 32-piece set with 8 steak knives and the block, pre-owned, $2,200. Plus shipping. And that's not a fluke because we've got a 44-piece set for $2,000, another 32-piece set, $2,000, another 32-piece set, $1,900, a 34-piece set, $1,500, a 25-piece set with the block, $1,300, another set, $1,300, $1,300, $1,200, $1,200. Let's go down to some like individual knives and maybe some smaller sets. I'm scrolling way down. I'm trying to find some individual pieces. Okay, here, wow, $1,959, 8-piece set. Took a best offer, but maybe like $350. So even if you find some like smaller sets, this is definitely something you could find at a garage sale or an estate sale or something. People not really realizing that they go for a lot of money. A 9-piece set for $350. I think even just the blocks by themselves, like empty blocks, go for a lot of money. A set of 7 with the block, $300. Even if you found one steak knife at a garage sale, you probably could get $50 for it. So that was Wednesday's Weird and Wacky Bolo. And now let's jump into the 2 not that exciting items that sold today. We've got this Hugo Boss polo shirt. Paid $5 from a thrift store, sold for $19 plus shipping. And then as part of a big purchase recently, we got a bunch of Department 56 Village stuff. This was just kind of in there, these 2 trees. So maybe we have $1 into this, but we sold those for $11 plus shipping. And that's the 2 things I've got today. Let me pack these up and I'll see you back here on Friday. Now let's go hit the thrift store. I've been doing pretty well at this little local shop recently. Let's see if we can find some more stuff today. And we came away with a nice little haul. Up first is this James Purse Henley for $5 with comps around 30. I'm not sure why I bought this item or what comps I saw in the store. This was a stinker. Only sells for like $15. Oh well. I got this vintage 90s Disney denim jacket for $10 with comps between 25 and 50. We got this triple fat goose down vest for $10 that sells for about 30. Paid $5 for this raw blue jacket from the early 2000s that should go for about 40. A Cold Culture hoodie for $5 with comps around 40. A Banana Republic quarter zip for $5 that should be about 20 or so. And finally took a shot on this corduroy blazer from Saks Fifth Avenue for $10. It's vintage, it's a good material, made in Italy. Comps are kind of all over the place, but I think it'll work out. So good morning. Today is Friday. We've got 5 more things we've got to pack up. And I think this week had a very nice start to the week. And then kind of got slow the last couple days. But, try not to put too much stock in like any one single day's worth of sales. It's kind of weird because you get used to like, I've been listing a lot more and the traffic has definitely been picking up. The sales have been picking up. So you get used to kind of that like 4 to 5 sales a day. And then when you get 1 or 0, it's like, whoa, okay, what's going wrong? Nothing. It's just an anomaly. That's how it goes. Some other day I'll sell like 8 things. And in the long run, it will all kind of average out. So unfortunately, because I had a slow day or two, like the items that sold weren't like really valuable either, unfortunately. I think I'm going to end up falling short of my goal. but we are still making tons and tons of progress. I am listing like crazy, and we are making money, so things are going well. And we should still have enough in the game fund to add another game to the collection this week, so stick around for that. But let's jump into these 5 things that I've got to pack up. Up first, we've got a Yankee candle. Picked this up for $1 from an estate sale and sold it for $11 plus shipping. It's actually a really small one. It's a 3.5 ounce jar. We've got another vintage sweater from that same haul I've been selling a bunch from. Paid $4 for it. This is a vintage 80s. The brand is Jerry Rothschild. It's a very kind of strange, unique item. Just like the texture on it is a little bit weird, but kind of cool. Again, paid $4, sold it for $32 plus shipping. Picked up a huge bundle of like snapbacks and fitted hats from a garage sale recently. Paid $3 each. I think I got like 20 hats. Listed a bunch of them. They're slow sellers, so they're not like amazing. Like, you know, I got 20 hats. They're going to take a while to sell. But, you know, they're like a good $10, $15 profit. I sold the first one from that lot. So again, $3 into $17 plus shipping. It's this LA Lakers hat. Picked up these 90s Polo Ralph Lauren golf shorts for $4 from a thrift store and sold them for $20 plus shipping. And then finally from a garage sale, paid $7.50 for this Kobe portable CD player. It's actually kind of a newer model. I think it came out in like 2015 or 2016. Again, $7.50 from a garage sale, sold for $23 plus shipping. So that is everything I've got today. Let's tally up the game fund, and then we are adding another game to the collection today. And with that, we generated $614 in profit. Unfortunately, my slowest week in a while. But I won't let that deter me. One down week really means nothing in the grand scheme of it. And either way, we are adding another game to the N64 collection this week. For $20, we are adding a copy of Shadow Man, putting us at 99 out of our top 100 N64 games. Only one left to go. Thanks so much for watching, and see you in the next one.